What's up, guys? Teach Me Grappling. Everybody, today I'm just gonna give you guys something really, really boring, all right? How to drill by yourself with a wall. How to fight the wall. If you guys have a wall at home or wherever, you can always do wall drills. And there's a lot of wall drills. I'm just making this up as I go. So as this thing goes on, I have nothing planned other than like one or two things in my head right now. I'm gonna just come up with different things I can do against the wall. So check this out. So one thing you can do against the wall, let's say you're at home and you guys have probably done this in your jiu-jitsu classes. So some of you guys obviously already know this move. I keep my legs at 90 degrees roughly from the wall. And then what I do is I push and I turn sideways. You see how I like crunch forward? And I keep my toes in contact with the wall. So the balls of my feet still have a good pressure. I can touch the wall. I'm gonna take the top leg and I'm gonna swing, okay? Swing the top leg. When I swing the top leg, I invert and I go upside down. Now at this point, my feet are like stiff against the wall. Like I can kick the wall. Don't kick a hole in your wall. But I can put my feet on the wall and then, it's like I'm in control. Now, if I want to, I can spin all the way around and I can work my flexibility and my mobility. So again, if I go slow, I turn. And then if you want, you can put your hands against the wall. You don't want to be too close and you don't want to be too far. If you guys are too close and you're like this, you won't be able to get your feet on the wall. See, like that? And if you're far and you tip, you're in good position. But if you're too far, like this, you're also not good, okay? If I'm too far, it's hard for me to make it work too. When I end up twisting out, I'm now too far from the wall, okay? So now I'm gonna scoot my way into the wall, and then I'm gonna practice going around. Now, if you don't have a long wall, you just do one, and then you turn back the other way. I take my bottom leg, stick it into the wall, swing, tip myself upside down, give myself a nice, stretch as I work on my flexibility. This is not one of my strengths. Guys, this is not something I'm really good at. So I'm actually kind of letting myself enjoy this position for a while. And then I can twist back out. Practice going one way, practice going the other way. Okay, so that's one thing you can do on the wall. You can practice shots on the wall, okay? Wrestling drills we teach, I keep a distance from the wall, okay? I level change, I drop to the knee, and I put two hands against the wall. So come over here, Jeff, and get a little closer and get different angles. So you see how I put my hands against the wall, I step up with my leg, my head is close to the wall, and then I practice coming up like this. Now I'm up on the balls of my feet like I'm exploding up. This also helps me keep my posture and my position, so I'm not out of position, bent over too much. So if you're in your stance like this is okay right now, but it'll teach you once you penetrate, you have your chest up, head up. Otherwise you would have ran your head into the wall, put your hands against the wall, step your foot up, and then come up. Okay, come right here. I'm just gonna move right here. That wall's got our painting on the other side. It's got Dave Schultz on it. So right here, I've got a concrete wall. So I go here, I slam right into the wall, and I come up. Level change, and I come up. If I want to practice taking a step, I can practice taking a step, okay? Or even get more distance and practice exploding in, okay? Okay, so that's one drill you guys can do. You guys can do the escape drills, okay? So you can lean your back up against the wall. Practice by putting one leg out in front, and then I'll have my hands here, elbows in. I'll practice getting hand control. Like I grab my opponent's hand, I'm gonna stick it in my back pocket. That's on this side. You should be coming around. Just seeing different stuff. See, I make the fist, put it here. My other hand comes up, I turn. As I'm rotating, I come off of the wall like this, okay? So you can start out with your back flat against the wall, okay? If my feet are out, I stagger them. I get on my surfboard. Once I'm on my surfboard, back pocket, hand comes up, and I cut off in a low stance. See my position here? This leg, as it steps back, my hand touches the mat, and I'm ready to go. And so like in the sport of wrestling, what would happen is you would practice by getting into your, what's called a referee position in wrestling, like this, with the wall to my left. That's like my opponent. My opponent's to my left. I'll practice coming up. In the old days, we would do like a reaching stand-up. Sometimes people do like an Okie stand-up, Oklahoma stand-up, with your elbow in. I might grab this hand. It doesn't really matter. They're all real similar, okay? Once I step up, I like to teach 45 degrees instead of straight. 45 degrees, I rotate back up like that. As I push into the wall, I go to my back pocket, and then I cut off. I drop right back down. I'm coming up. Back pressure, back into the wall. Back pocket, hips out. Look at my position here. This is how I cut off so I can get away from my opponent. Okay, if I had an opponent behind me, I have a video, I think, where I teach that. If you guys want to look that up, grabbing hand control and then cutting off. You can use the wall for that. Okay, you can do exercises against the wall. Okay, you can do hip heists. You can go to this position and hip heist off the wall. Okay, sit out and hip heist facing the wall. Okay, get your best angles, Jeff. So when I'm here, I come here, I lift my bottom up, my head. If you don't have a wall with a pad, this would not work so well. I put my head on the wall. My neck muscles are engaged, and now I rotate. As I rotate, I clear and I get a distance from the wall to practice what's called a hip heist. Okay, a hip heist can be done from the feet as well. If you were gonna cut off, you could cut off like that and get away as well. In a more of a sportive situation, of course. So, there's so much you can do with the wall, right? I can come up, I can do handstands and practice my core, get stronger. You can do push-ups, you can walk, okay? Walk side to side. There's so many things you can do with the wall. You can do it both directions, handstand push-ups this direction, okay? Once you're here, do a handstand push-up, okay? Come off the wall. You can face your back to the wall, and then you can back arch. This is a great exercise. Really good for strength. Lower myself into a back arch, touch the wall. I'm gonna walk on down, touch my head on the floor, and then I'm gonna walk back up. When you do it, you always wanna keep your chin away from your chest, okay? One of the biggest mistakes, people go back, and then they put their chin like this, and then you fall down. You don't wanna do that. You wanna work on your back arch and your flexibility and your back strength, your glutes, your legs. So I always have to keep an arch as I come up. Even when I'm here, don't do this. Keep your head up and come back to the neutral position, and then go ahead and go back down. And come back up, and then go back down. And if you say, I'm not in that kind of shape, like you can't do this, you just go a little bit, okay? So even if you weren't that strong in this region, you just do this. And then you go 1, 2, 3, and then you come back. Whew. 1, 2, 3, and then come back. Okay? Try to keep the right distance. Can't be too far, can't be too close. Okay? Jeff, you think that's it? What else can you do to the wall? You can beat it up. You can practice, kicking. I do it all the time. I practice punching against the wall. I just don't punch the wall hard, but I use it as a space, distance, But again, that's with a padded wall. You don't want to screw up your walls at home. So, I don't know, whatever. It's good enough, huh? They're at home, they're locked in their house. I was thinking they don't really have much. Oh, if you have a wall like this, anything with like a pillar, okay? You have this kind of position. I can actually grab this and shoot more angled shots. So I didn't show this, but I have my kids do this sometimes. I'll grab and I'll shoot an angled shot. See that? So when I'm here, I step and I get out to the side and I pull myself back. Okay, I'll grab and get back out here. So now I'm practicing the sweep single. So if my opponent, here, follow me. If my opponent was here, I know he's like, you know, in the 5th grade, but I'm only in the 6th, so. Okay, if my opponent's legs are there, it would be as if you're practicing shooting single legs here, okay? So this is obviously a better tool, but if you don't have a dummy, you can still do it with a wall. If you have anything sticking out, okay? You can do this stuff on chairs. Again, you wanna have a mat, otherwise you'll just be going here and here, okay? Here, and there. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Teach Me Grappling. Click like, subscribe, share this. You got to be already subscribed, right? We've got like over 85,000. I'm sure you guys are probably subscribed already. If you haven't seen this channel, check out our other stuff. We're going through this tough time all together, and there's lots of content already on the channel. I know I'm not super active right now. I'm hustling. Hopefully we can open back up pretty soon. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm out. Teach Me Grappling.